Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for coming across this video. If you've never seen me before, my name is Abby and I talk about different things that we can do to change our mindset to help us get towards the goals that we want to achieve. And today I really wanted to talk about how we can get in our own way of our goals and our dreams and sort of stop the journey before we even really start. And it's ironic that I really wanted to talk about that today, because actually today I have been getting in my own way quite a lot today actually, and especially over the last couple of days actually, where I've started to overthink things and really sort of had to really sort of pull myself back up and be like, hang on a minute, Abby, what are you doing to yourself? And even coming on and doing this video today, I've been thinking about this topic for the last couple of days, and I just haven't been able to find the right words, the right way to approach it. And this is a classic example of how we get in our own way and stop ourselves from actually achieving what we want to achieve. So today's talk is all about that, really. So what I mean by getting in our own way is if you have a goal or a dream, most of it starts as a dream, something that you really want to achieve. But then when you start thinking about it and start thinking about how you would do it, what you would need to change, the first steps, the first process to kind of work your way towards that, a lot of the time we can be hit by that sudden fear, that feeling within ourselves that's just like, but what if it doesn't work? What if I'm trying to start this too late? What if I fail? What if I'm coming up with this idea that I think is brilliant, but then 10 other people have already done it and I'm just going to get lost in a sea of other people? And that is getting in your own way. And that is literally the essence of it. Because until you start, until you try, until you do the research that you need to do or look at that path, whatever that goal or dream is for you, you don't know whether or not 10 other people are doing the same. You don't know whether or not the way that you want to do it is actually going to work because you haven't even started. And we do have a tendency of getting a little bit sort of more worried about the what ifs than actually thinking, well, actually, why don't I just try it? Because it might be that your idea is the same as other people's, but what makes it different is the fact that it's you. Because we are all different and we all bring something new to the table. So when I started this channel, this is something that I've wanted to do for 2-3 years. I've been thinking about doing this and I completely got in my own way. I was just like, well, there's loads of people who talk about these sorts of things. There's loads of people who talk about motivation, who talk about mindset, talk about how to overcome it. And if you Google it, there are hundreds of people doing the same. And that put me off. For ages, that put me off. For ages, I was just like, well, why would I be any different? Why would anyone come and watch me over watching someone else? And that is all mindset. Because actually, just because I might talk about the same subjects as someone else, it's not me doing that subject. It's not me with my personality, my experiences coming on and doing it, because we are all different and we all have our own different ways of viewing things. So just because there might be someone else talking about the same subject that you want to talk about, or someone else inventing something that you want to invent, or starting a coffee shop, or a clothing business, or whatever it is that you want to do. Yes, there are other people doing it, and there will always be other people doing it. It is very, very rare that we come up with something that is completely new. And that's because we do all go through life together. But it's what you can bring to it that you really need to focus on. So what we need to do is, instead of thinking of all the different things that might be harder, all the different things that might happen, which might not happen, we need to start thinking, okay, well, let's not get in my own way. Why don't I actually do some research first and have a look? And it might be that actually that idea wasn't the best idea, but through doing that research, you might change your idea slightly, get inspired by something else, combine 2 or 3 ideas to come into something that could be very profitable for you and really be exactly the core of what you were wanting to achieve. But you wouldn't know that if you don't start. And really, that's mindset at its core. That really, really is, because it's that belief that actually, what can I as a person bring to the table that someone else wouldn't? And that's your experience. That's your personality. That's your core values. That's everything that makes you an individual. And every single idea is always going to be slightly different when you add your stamp on it. So don't look at things as, what am I doing that's the same as everyone else? That's a negative mindset. Think about, what can I bring as a person to this that is going to make it unique to me? And have a look at yourself in a positive light, because you are an amazing person and you have come up with these ideas, come up with these dreams. All these things you want to do to make your life better is unique to you. And you absolutely have what it takes. You have what you need right in here to achieve anything that you want to achieve. And you need to believe that in that. Believe in yourself and your own ability to be able to do something that will work towards what you want to do. Don't think of all the ifs, the buts, the maybes. Get out of your own way and think, what is positive that I can bring? And even if what you're bringing to that is your own negative experiences, but that you've learnt from, that you want to give to someone else. You might be starting a coffee shop and decide that you want to cater to certain types of allergies because you always have that problem, because you're allergic to those things and you never find what you need when you're out there. So that's a hole in the market for you that's specific to you. It could be that you want to start a new business in something that I've never even thought of because it's not unique to me. Whatever it is that you're thinking that you really want to do. And it could just be that actually what you really, really want to do is completely change your lifestyle. Because we do like to make changes. It is good. Change is good. And it could be whatever it is. Rather than thinking of all the different things that could go wrong and that negative mindset. What if it went right? What if you actually came up with an idea that is really successful, that you're getting all the signs? Because we do get signs to tell us, things that come up that we go, hang on a minute, that's just made me think of that again. If it keeps coming back, you keep coming back to the same idea, it's because you're meant to do it. You're meant to try. And believe in yourself and believe in your own strength and your own ability to do it. And just give it a go. Like I've done with this. This was something that I've wanted to do. And I've always I've always come up with excuses. And the last couple of days I've come up with excuses not to come on and do this video. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know how I'm going to put it across. And in the end, I've just come and just sat down, turned it on and just started. Because really, that's the only way that I can do this. I can't write down everything that I'm going to say in these videos. If I script it, it sounds awful. I do one take, I come on and I do it, and then I come off again and then I post it, because that's the only way that I can do it to sound genuine. Otherwise, I just sound like a robot and no one wants that. But that's me getting in my own way by thinking that I had to script things, that I wouldn't know what to say. And by trusting in myself and my ability to communicate with you, and trusting in myself and my ability to turn a negative into a positive, which is something that I am quite good at doing, something that I do all the time, then I believe that by doing these videos, it will reach someone that it will help. And so I got out of my own way and I did it. So you can too. You absolutely can too. And you definitely have what it takes to get that ball rolling. So stop thinking what if as a negative and think what could be. And let me know how it goes.